Hello everybody and welcome to my episode on steak, the easy way, the correct way. This does not use a barbecue. If you're a barbecue fan and think this is wrong, you can try and debate me, but you will lose. All we're going to need really is kosher salt. Don't use table salt, iodized salt, any of that stuff. This is gourmet cooking. That has no place in gourmet cooking. Yes, I'm opinionated. There's many reasons why. But all we're going to use for this is a cast iron skillet. It's the best, good heat distribution, can handle the high heat. You got the fan on, window open. This is going to get smoky. Turn the heat up to about 3/4 of the way. On these electric grills, I never go up all the way. On flames, yeah, I probably would on this, because I like really, really high heat. So sprinkle some salt on, keep your hand high and you'll get better distribution. This is obviously to your liking. I did a little bit extra salt on here because I'm sick and my taste buds are a little dead. I worked in an Italian restaurant with a sous chef that I don't think he was a good cook, but he used to yell at me because I did not salt my steaks enough. I did about that there, and he wanted it completely white, like completely crusted in salt. He used to yell a lot, and no one in the restaurant that worked there would have him cook a steak because it was so nasty. But whatever, he was my boss. You do what he says. We're going to use vegetable oil for this. Do not use olive oil. For one, it has a low smoking temperature. I don't use olive oil a whole lot. I don't care for the taste. It's hard to find a good one. It smokes very easily. But vegetable oil, not a whole lot of flavor that you're going to impart onto your food. So it's just a little bit enough to coat the pan. You can even use a cooking spray and just slightly spray. But you can see it's just a little glaze there. With a really high heat, and this can get, well over 400 degrees if you want, it will sear the steak and the steak will lift off even without any non-stick, any oil on there. But now we're just letting it sit and heat up. And then steaks on. I'm using some tenderloin here. Obviously, it's an expensive cut of meat. These ones are choice grade. I could not find prime, which I do enjoy a lot. I go to Costco for my meat. They have incredibly good meat. Even their lower quality, which is choice, is much better than the choice meat if you might find choice at a supermarket. But a lot of times they have select, and that's bottom of the barrel. You don't want to eat it. Get a steak to have the flavor of the steak. That's why I don't season it a whole lot. Salt, you can use some pepper. Might just do salt because Karen can't have pepper. She's really sensitive. But you turn it over, you can look at it and see if it's nice and caramelized like that. Once it stops sticking to the pan, then it's ready to flip. And it's more waiting around. You can see nice goodness there. Sears it and nice juices stay in there. But if you want other steaks, I would go with ribeye after this. I would not cook it rare though. I'd go with medium rare at the lowest, just because of all the fat. You don't want it too chewy. But there's a lot of good flavor in a ribeye. These are tender, not as much flavor, I don't believe, but good. Screen it in the oven for a few minutes, 425. You take a cap break. That's Tiggy. He's the Orange Marauder. He's a good kitty. He's very docile, nice with the kids. So after 5 minutes in the oven, then pull that steak out. And that's generally good. You can cut it open and check if you're really picky about your steak. I like it. I mean, I could eat this stuff raw. So Karen, not so much. But usually you'd let it sit for a bench rest for a couple minutes, but not in this household. It gets taken. So look at that beauty. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something and go out there, cook some good food.